The murder of Jesus by Roman and Jewish officials had backfired spectacularly. Stories of his resurrection extended his glory further. The Romans were incensed by the Christian message and began to imprison and execute them. This persecution scattered the eyewitnesses of Jesus' resurrection, who took with them Jesus' command to make disciples. They risked their very lives spreading the word, telling anyone who would listen that the prophecies had been fulfilled. Word spread across the world as new believers accepted the risen Jesus as Lord and formed early churches. Most of Jesus' disciples were assassinated for what they said. Saul was a Roman known to forcefully imprison Christians. On the way to Damascus to round up more of them, he was temporarily blinded by a light from heaven and heard the voice of Jesus.
"Why are you persecuting me? I am Jesus who you are persecuting."
He was given directions to a Christian who healed and baptized him despite his reputation. His name became Paul.
"He is a chosen instrument of mine to carry my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel."
Knowing the risks he faced from Romans and hostility from Jews, he traveled to Europe to plant churches. Paul and other early church leaders wrote letters of encouragement and clarification to ensure the gospel remained pure. Like so many who risked their lives to share the good news, Paul was eventually executed. But his letters live on in the New Testament. God's incredible salvation plan was almost complete. From a man from Mesopotamia to a family of patriarchs to a nation escaped from Egypt and the fallen kingdom of Israel, God had sent his Son from the line of King David to die and be resurrected. Man's sins were forgiven with the only condition that they accept the gift of salvation. The promise was not only for the Jews, but the whole earth. And so the followers of Jesus, amid persecution, were scattered and spread the message still further. Documented in the Bible, it would become the best-selling book in history. In the 2,000 years that followed, more people would turn to Christ than would follow any other faith. Science would discover evidence supporting biblical accounts that defy coincidence. Archaeology would discover artifacts of places dismissed as fictional. The existence of Jesus Christ is a historical, undeniable fact, as is the conviction of the hundreds who died spreading the word of what they saw. Scrolls of ancient biblical texts were discovered in the 1940s and 50s, which proved the biblical text has remained unchanged for millennia. And still, Jesus waits in heaven. Still, his followers share the message of his love. Still, the Holy Spirit fills Christians. As the Bible predicted, Israel returned to the Promised Land. The State of Israel was reformed in 1948 after the persecution of the Holocaust. As the Bible predicts, it fights for survival as its enemies surround it. The Bible's story isn't over. It's the story of every person alive today, spreading the word, hearing it, and making their choice to follow or reject God. There is one final chapter of the greatest love letter ever written. The one about to begin.
To understand how it all fits together, sign up for our course, Understand the Bible. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a video.